Kick it.
After the sled neck show, thousands of fans headed back to the snowcross track to take in the Pro Stock Final.
Farron, there's a lot of people wondering, just as myself, did Tucker Hibbert have everything dialed in just right? Will he duplicate here in Ironwood what he did in Duluth?
But to no one's surprise, Tucker Hibbert nailed the whole shot and led for the entire 20 laps. Early on, fellow Articat rider Ryan Simons rode a strong second, but a lap 6 bobble bumped Simons back to fourth as TJ Gula and Levi Lavallee slipped by. While Tucker proceeded to check out, Levi pressured his teammate Gula, and at the halfway mark, Gula was bounced on a downhill portion of the track.
Let's look at Gula's crash again. You're going to see him case it. He starts to swap, and there is the dreaded get-off.
That allowed Levi to slip by and move DJ Ekstrom into third, while Simons hung on to fourth. The top 4 remained the same for the remainder of the race, but a great battle shaped up behind them as the Polaris trio of Ross Martin, Sean Crapo, and Brett Bender battled in a tight-knit group, with Martin eventually picking up the 5th place finish at the line. Natalie Kane spoke to the top 3.
Tucker, this is your 41st win. How do you feel?
I feel great. I mean, it was a fun race, really. I mean, under the lights and stuff, you can't really beat this. It's a lot of fun, and I just got a great start, and the Monster Energy Articat sled was just working awesome. I just started hammering out some laps and started putting a gap on the guys and just kept plugging away. It was a lot of fun.
When you have that much distance between you and second, third, and so on, what's going through your mind? Do you check out at all, or do you think it's in the bag, or is there still some anxiety?
Anytime you're out there, you got to stay focused, and when you get a little bit of a lead, it's hard to stay focused, and you just really got to pay attention, because towards the end of the race, the track changes, and it gets to be like a lot of little ice edges and kickers, and if you relax at all, you know, you could really just lose the race any time. So I just tried to, you know, just keep smooth and consistent laps without making any mistakes, and then at the end, I started kind of cruising a little bit, trying to save some energy and check out the track for the final for the mod class, and it felt good.
Well, congratulations.
Thank you.
Second place, how does it feel?
Oh, it feels great. You know, I had a tough start. I was a little ways back and was able to move up through the pack pretty decent. Got into third behind my teammate, and unfortunately he took a little spill, so I inherited second. But you know, I just started riding my own race, just kind of pounding laps, and was able to hang on to second.
Very good. Well, congratulations on your second place win.
Thank you very much.
Yes, definitely. All right, DJ, you had a third place finish. How do you feel about that today?
I feel pretty good. We kind of struggled earlier on in the day, so things finally came around, and I feel a lot better out there, so I'm happy with third place. You know, it was a long race, and hopefully bring it on for the open final. And
now this is 20 laps. What's that like out there, having to go for that many laps?
Oh man, it's a real long time. I don't know how much time it takes, but it gets tiring. So yeah, it's fun, but it's a long race, definitely.
With Pro Superstock out of the way, everyone couldn't wait for the Pro Open heats to begin. Again, the top 5 drivers of each heat and the last chance qualifier would move directly to the final. In Pro Open Heat 1, Ryan Simons had a tremendous hole shot, but in second place, Ross Martin was on a mission to claim the lead. On lap 3, he did just that, passing Simons dramatically on one of the many downhill sections.
It's on that long downhill section. It's critical to protect the inside. You want to come down to the inside, grab the brake, and force the person behind it to the outside. It's almost impossible to get around you. If you do that, you're going to block the pass every time.
Martin was able to hang on to the lead, and at the checkered flag, it was Martin, followed by TJ Gula, Simons, Sean Crapo, and Skidoo pilot Dave Allard. In Pro Open Heat 2, Levi Lavallee jumped to the front of the pack, but it was Brett Bender who beat him around the first turn.
But look at this. Tucker Hibbert, in an unusual hole shot, gets caught up on the outside. We said that earlier. That's the place you cannot be. Tucker is now in last place after the first turn, heading down into the Polaris plunge. Just as he did in Duluth, it just goes to show Tucker can start in last, work his way all the way back to first in one heat, and do it convincingly.
That's exactly what he did, Mac, as he worked his way to the front of the pack and took the checkered flag, followed by Lavallee, Bender, Brett Turcott, and Robbie Malinowski.
I think Tucker just likes to add a little anticipation to this crowd, because he sure does it well. Keeps them on the edge of their seat.
Tucker, you just won the heat, slow start, and then you pulled through. Tell me what was going through your mind at the beginning of the race.
Oh, I was a little nervous. You know, there was a lot of guys in that heat, and got a terrible jump off the line and just buried in the pack. So I was fighting the snow dust and the roost for a while there, but just put my head down and tried to hammer out some good fast laps and find some lines that I knew I could make some passes on, and it worked out.
Well, congratulations. I saw 2 thumbs up between you and Levi at the end there. That's kind of some nice camaraderie.
Yeah, it's fun racing with these guys. You know, I don't get too many good battles like that anymore since the old days of Blair Morgan, but it's fun when I get to get out there and battle, and Levi and I respect each other, and that makes for some good racing.
Very good. Congratulations again. We'll see you tonight.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
And that brings us to our last chance qualifier for the Pro Open drivers. It was Karl Shabitsky with the early hole shot, with Yamaha's Steve Taylor right behind him. But their leads wouldn't last. By the end of the first lap, DJ Ekstrom had made his way to the front of the pack. He held on for the first place finish, followed by Garth Kaufman, Andrew Johnstead, Taylor, and Matt Judnick.
So now you're qualified for the finals. How does that feel?
It feels good. I didn't want to have to come through the last chance, but here we are, and we won the last chance, so we're in the final. Pretty excited about that.
And what was the track like on this heat in particular?
It wasn't too bad. It's getting pretty rough and pretty soft out there, so it's going to be a rough one for the final. It should be fun.
What are your expectations for the rest of the day?
I'm in the back row in the final, so I'm going to have to work through everybody, but I'm hoping for a top 5.
Well, we'll be watching for you.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, good luck.
Okay, thank you.
And with that, these are the 15 drivers who will compete in today's 20-lap Pro Open final. We'll have all the highlights from that coming up next. Stay tuned to Sledhead 24/7 as we present the Amsoil Championship Snocross Series.
If you were a pro snowcross racer, which oil would you trust to get you on the podium? Amsoil. Ask DJ Ekstrom. He's used it his entire racing career. And whether you're racing your friends on the trail or foes on the track, use Amsoil synthetic 2-stroke oils to maximize the power and performance of your sled. Interceptor gets it done on the trails, and Dominator gets it done on the racetrack. Amsoil, the first in synthetics.